3 bright sparks.
Do we think they're scared of us? Yes, of course.
3 big shots.
If those kids have beaten us by any chance, there'll be hell to pay.
1 business guru.
You need to concentrate and put all your energies into getting one product right.
2 new products.
This is going to be terrible.
25 expert judges.
I think I would probably buy it for my dog.
But only one team can win. Beat the Boss.
I'm Syra Khan and this is Beat the Boss, the show where you play the best business brains at their own game. 3 bright sparks compete against 3 big shots to create a brand new product for the children's market. The question is, who knows what you really want? Today's challenge is to create a new canine concept. Our teams must design a walkers bag that will make parading the pooch a task to look forward to. Let's meet the teams who will be trying to bow wow the judges. Trying to beat the bosses are the bright sparks, George, Nina and Sam. George is a creative genius on the computer and dreams of being a graphic designer.
We have fresh imaginations. They don't. They're like the old library book you get in the back.
Next, Nina, who has designs on a career in fashion.
If they get beaten by kids, then they're going to look so stupid.
And Sam, who looks forward to teeing off his ideal career in car sales.
The adult team do this for a job, but it doesn't mean they enjoy it. They probably just do it for the money.
That's the bright sparks. Next, the big shots. 3 of the best brains in business. Andrea, Ali and Andy. Andrea is the brains behind a cab company driven by women for women and has a fleet of 50 cars.
I really like to win.
Ali, he's won awards selling MP3 accessories over the internet and he thinks he knows the children's market.
I should be able to understand what they want as well as knowing what should be successful in the marketplace.
And finally, Andy. He works for Land Rover and is one of the world's leading car designers.
The adult team are all professionals. We've all been doing this for a few years and we should be able to come up with the goods.
The big shots with more than 40 years of business experience and the bright spots with the inside info on what children want. These are the teams battling it out for the Beat the Boss trophy. Who is going to win? It's time for the brief and our teams are nervously waiting to find out what their challenge will be. Hi, I'm Syra, can I come in? Yeah. Right guys, how are you feeling?
No.
Very nervous.
Are you ready?
I want to know what it is.
Are you ready?
Got the suspense.
Your brief is to create a portable pooch pack.
Oh, wow. Wow.
It has to carry everything you need to make walking the dog easy. It must make canine care cool.
Not what I expected.
Nina, you don't seem very enthusiastic about this. What are your concerns here?
I don't have a dog, so I don't really know anything like what a dog needs.
In a way, that's even better because if all 3 of us had a dog, we wouldn't see it from different points of view. So I think that's really good, actually.
I'm not scared of anything. I'm anxious to know what we're up against, really.
Forget their children, they won't defeat us, they're just the enemy.
Okay, well, you've got to go and do your market research into understanding what children really like. Get your thinking caps on here. This is crucial because you need to go out there, see what other products are existing and make sure you don't come up with the same designs. The teams are competing to design a bag that'll carry everything you need to walk the dog. It's for the children's market, so it's got to be something you'd want to buy. But coming up with an original design is going to be tough. The market's already rammed with products. In the UK, people spend nearly £550 million a year on stuff for their pets. That's a lot of pooch packs. So their market research better be top dog. The Bright Sparks are off to Crufts, the biggest dog show in the world, to check out what the market has to offer for walking the dog.
That means we have to carry on down that way.
We'll go straight then, come on.
Come on. All right, go that way.
And we've recruited some young dog experts to give the big shots the lowdown on what you like.
But are you more polka dots or tassels? Which one says cool to you?
400 stalls full of doggy products should give our Bright Sparks the market research edge. If only they could keep their minds on the job and off those pooper scoopers.
Oh, wow! Look at that. That's...
How it works, first of all, is you start to pull it in, you see the spikes coming together in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's acting like your hand gripping. All you do is come over your boot.
Wow, that's proper clever.
There's a lot of bustle and that, and I didn't entirely know what we had to do exactly.
Well, they're meant to be looking at dog walking bags, but the distractions just keep coming.
The little teddy bear gonna kill me.
Nobody knew what we were doing, and I just thought, this isn't going to work. None of us know what we're doing.
It was like a squirrel.
I thought you felt.
I'm sorry, my dog looks so bad to you. Sorry. It's not a squirrel.
But when it is actually. It's not.
In the park, the bosses are taking a more professional approach to their market research.
I'm going to need to ask them what colours they like, what shapes of bags they like, what do they take with them when they go on a walk.
Now I'm going to start by sort of saying, what are the things that you all take all the time, every time you go out?
Poo bags.
Poo bags, okay.
Which of these bags now, if I turn around, do you think it's cool?
I would say the camouflage one and the pink one.
When you say poo bags, do you have a scooper as well, or is it just by hand?
Andy!
Hello. Hello. Hey. Trying to get the answers out of some of the children was a bit of a challenge, and some of the dogs weren't so receptive. Just I think because it's a stranger and they didn't really know what was going on. Just a quick few questions. Do you guys walk your dogs regularly?
Yeah.
Do you take a bag? Do you take anything like this, perhaps? No, you wouldn't be seen dead with this, would you?
While Andrea and Ali fill up their notepads with ideas, car designer Andy is still talking poo.
What happens when those bags are filled? What do you do with them then? I mean, do you carry them with you on, in your pocket, or are you holding it at arm's length?
Finally, our Bright Sparks are getting inspired.
I think you should have a bag on a dog. I think we should have a bag.
It does sound like a good idea.
With a bag on the dog, if it like got lost or something like that, you could press a button and then lights would come up.
And it'll glow brighter.
Yeah.
Where you see the glow.
And then there'd be an attachable bit there.
Just look across that way.
If the dog had to hold a bag on its back, would Westie be able to hold it? Like a small bag on its back?
Like a rucksack?
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
Not a good idea, really. No.
Are these dogs strong enough to carry a really small sort of bag designed for dogs on their back?
No, they're not a pulling dog at all. These are companion dogs and designed, to be companions, to be lap dogs.
Oh dear, are they barking up the wrong tree?
And let's see what we can come up with. Cheers.
Time is running out, but the adults are feeling confident.
From what we've just been told, we've got all the building blocks for a cracking piece of design here.
Well, let's hope so. If they haven't got the market nailed now, it's too late. It's time to brainstorm. They've got to thrash out their ideas and draw up a design for the perfect dog walking bag.
Should we write down?
So it's having a rucksack actually on the dog.
So basically, just have like 2 pockets here, maybe 1 pocket on the each side.
Do you know when we went to Crufts,
Yeah.
what did the people say they thought we should put in there?
Water for the dog, so we need something to put that. But that's quite heavy, so we don't want to weigh down one side.
And like biscuits and treats for the dog.
Yeah.
Well, so it's like just there, so they can't really get to them.
The children have drafted in a new recruit to help model their designs. Sam's dog, Fizz. Hello there, how are we getting on? Now, at the moment, just looking at it, it looks very confusing to me. I see a piece of paper, which I'm not quite sure what that is. We've got some stuff here, and you've got a bone there. What's that?
That's the pocket on the it's gonna be like a
Right, okay. The fact that you can't explain it to me in literally 5 seconds says to me that you need to focus on something. Remember what the brief said. So 10 minutes left. You've got to come back with a product name, and I want you to tell me why somebody's going to buy your product.
She's right. If you just look at that. What's that?
No, I reckon we should...
While the children start over, the adults are calmly writing a list of the day's findings.
So what essentials do you start with?
Poo bags.
Dog coats in case it got cold while they're out.
Yep.
I'm not a big dog person, so do you have the poo bag and the pooper scooper?
A water storage.
And the list goes on.
The pack had to be waterproof.
And
That is
on.
Wipe clean. Or...
The collapsible water bowl.
And on.
Toys.
Yeah.
iPods.
And,
And on.
so just that
really
compresses
good.
it, and then you release it.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
That is a massive long list of things. What does your brief actually say?
Something cool. Make dog walking
Make
cool.
canine care cool.
That's right. But how many products have you got to design?
1.
Exactly.
Oh, right, okay.
Exactly. You've got one pooch pack to
Right.
design.
Okay.
And I'm just thinking right now, that's a hell of a long list, and there's lots of things that you want to design. Back at Sam's house, panic has set in.
Just write razzmatazz. No, let me do it.
Put it down on the space and outline it. Look, I'll hold it down. It's alright.
Just come on, doesn't matter.
How are we going to stick it down though?
Lovely for you. This is going to be terrible.
Fizz, get off!
When Fizz came in, she was sitting on my work. Fizz, get off!
No, not there. This is impossible, this is. I can't write. Fizz, move.
We're all panicking. We're all not even finished. And that was really just chaos.
Okay, that's it. Time's up. You've had your 10 minutes. Right, I'd like you to bring it all together.
Basically, what I wasn't able to explain to you earlier, I can now. It's a boot. It's like a bomb bag thing. That's fashionable, and it's for like all the teenagers.
Right, I'm already confused.
Okay, I'll explain to you.
Because this is a bag for the dog or for a bag
That's
for...
for the this is a bag for the owner.
Right.
And this here is the like coat kind of carrier for the dog.
So nothing like that is on the market right now?
No, because we had a look, and they did have coats, but not like we're doing.
But remember, the brief said pooch pack, not packs. You've got to ditch one of these ideas. You need to concentrate and put all your energies into getting one product right and making that look great.
All three of us, I think, were thinking slightly different things. So I think that created a terrible picture.
At the Big Shots office, they finally started drawing, but car designer Andy is proving he's not as cool as he thinks he is.
I mean, we've already focused in very much on this sash design here. Are we sure that's the right way? Are we sure that it's not something more like maybe a waistcoat or something like that? Or
I wouldn't call that cool.
No, I mean, from a 13-year-old child's point of view, if you've got like a sort of a jacket with loads of different pockets,
jacket,
or
It
like
looks
a
a bit
life
like
jacket.
a gatekeeper, doesn't it?
Yeah, and I think, you know, if you're walking through the park, you'd be a lot more self-conscious of it than just having something that's similar to a bag. Because I'm younger than the other two teammates, I think it's kind of given me a slight advantage towards thinking of the way that a young man or young girl might want to look or might want to interact. I mean, I wouldn't be caught dead in a waistcoat, to be perfectly honest.
these kinds of things that are
So could we incorporate that in the name? Maybe call it paws.
Yeah.
Like that, and
yeah.
To make it have
So
a
a
double
couple of
ring.
those,
Yeah.
yeah.
Your time is up. So what have you come up with?
We've invented the paws.
Okay.
Which is a utilitarian bag designed for either girls or boys. So they would attach the mobile phone here, followed by clips on the side, large enough to take the poo bags threaded through when they weren't in use.
The only thing that I would say, Andy, you're a designer for quite a large company.
Yeah.
And you've got to go and present these ideas to a leading company. I'm not convinced whether those drawings actually reflect your true skill.
When we go to the company, the designs will no longer be sketchy. They'll be proper illustrations, they'll look superb, and they will sell the idea.
Well, both teams have worked up their ideas. The Bright Sparks have ditched the bum bag and concentrated on the dog backpack. For the Big Shots, Andy's gone all out on professional drawings, and they've changed the name from Paws to Barks. Now the teams have to impress the company of animals. With 22 years of experience, they know what they're talking about when it comes to Poochie products. Everything they make is tried out on their own dogs to be sure that it really does work. It's D-Day, the pitches are ready, and our two teams are going to meet for the very first time.
The adults are going to be so rubbish. I know we'll beat them anyway, so it's like a walk in the park.
Adults have no imagination. We all thought they'd be a lot older, so when they first came in, it kind of blew our plans because we were going to pretend they were like 400.
So we thought you'd be a lot older?
Yeah. To be honest, you guys should have got quite a good idea of the market.
Well, yeah.
If you've got a few dogs and you're that age. So it would be rather embarrassing when you lose.
Yeah. When we lose, shouldn't that be the other way around? When you lose. Hey, you're the great. No.
But the teams aren't here to fight. They're about to meet Dr. Roger Mugford, head of the Company of Animals, an expert in all things doggy. It's Roger who decides whether their pooch pack ideas are ready to be made into real products.
Good morning, good morning.
Good morning.
Okay.
To make it fair, Dr. Roger tosses a coin to decide who will pitch first, and it's the big shots who win.
Hi.
Good luck, guys. You're going to need it.
Good oh, I think it's you that'll be needing luck.
Modest little office here.
A few days ago, the adults only had rough designs, but after some serious swatting and a name change, the team is looking confident.
Barks. Basically, it's an over-the-shoulder sash type of design. You get the dog, you get your barks, over the shoulder, out the door, and off you go. But basically what we've proposed here is something which has got a lot of Velcro surface on there. You would get these paw-shaped graphics that are reflective again, high visibility, that you could stick on there, and then just go stick them on. On the back of barks, we have 2 netting areas. And you've got your bottle holder, you've got a little torch with a paw logo. You get a pouch for treats.
I'm really, really impressed with what you brought to me this morning. It's got lots of commercial potential, but there's inevitably some buts. Don't think you do yourself a service using the paw print logo. It's not modern anymore. It's been used far too much. But overall, I'm sorry to say, I think you've got a winner.
The adults have impressed Roger, but he's not the only one with an eye on their design. George, Sam and Nina have resorted to dirty tactics.
It goes across their arms. That looks proper good, actually.
The little blighters have been watching us give our whole presentation.
But has seeing Andy's posh presentation boards crushed the Brightspark's confidence?
He's probably got some like high-tech computer at home in his study.
We haven't had any experience in this, and they do that for a living.
None of us have ever presented properly before in our lives.
The adults are on a high after a successful pitch, but the children's spying hasn't gone unnoticed. Now the gloves are off.
But they're actually just playing up as kids do. But yeah, they need a good sorting out, you know.
We're just here today to show you our idea.
I just want to wipe that smug grin off
So do I of George, hey George.
Our product is called Razzmatazz. It's a coat that goes on the dog.
Andrea, Ali and Andy are playing the Brightsparks at their own game. But the children are ready for them. Andrea, however, is not giving up that easily.
It's modelled on a dog coat, and it's just got pockets in it.
Okay.
So if it's a dog like mine that would rip it off and roll on it in 2 seconds flat, got no chance.
Also, if you get thirsty, which I always do when I walk the dog, there's a water bottle pouch. Put your water bottle. There's pockets there which you can put tidbits or even a Mars bar for yourself.
There are lights located on the top segment and the bottom segment here. So if it runs into a road, the cars will be able to see it and you won't get a squished dog.
Oh, we can really wind them up when they come back. We can say, do you know what would have been the worst? If we designed a dog coat with pockets in it.
It can shake itself and all the bits go scattered around.
The only problem is putting the water bowl on the top, or the water bottle on the top, is that it's going to be quite heavy. It's only half a litre of water. And it's going to and end up under his belly. So we've got to find different strapping arrangements. The other little problem is that no way can a dog carry tidbits on his own coat, because A, he'll try and rip them out himself, and every other dog in the park or the woods is going to come and try and steal his the tidbits from his coat, so he's going to end up in pieces. I'm spoiled for choice, really, because I think both designs have a lot of merit to them, but I have to say the adult design probably is the one that's closer to what the market will need and will buy.
But the competition isn't over yet. While the big shots are distracted by their business calls, it's a perfect moment for their rivals to step up their game with some expert help from Roger and his dogs, Gypsy and PC.
PC over there. PC! Come here, boy. Dogs are pretty tough creatures, but when you have a really long spine, like on this dog or on Dachshunds, you could cause damage and could hurt them. So obviously the weights have got to be well distributed and low down on the body and as close to his front limbs as possible.
On the other side of the company, the adults are beginning to worry about a major part of their design. Roger's warned them that their paw print logo is overused, and he seems to be right.
Whoa. There's quite a few there, aren't there?
There's 24,000 on the images alone.
24,000, is that all? That's an awful lot of paw prints. What do you think, guys? Do you think we drop the paws then? Look at something else?
I think we need to back off a little bit and yeah.
Yeah.
Fiona is Dr. Roger's right-hand woman. She's in charge of making sure his dog products do their job. And Enzo the dog is her chief product tester.
So let's look at him when he's running, the sort of things he does. What do you think is going to happen to all that stuff in his pockets, in the pockets on either side of his coats?
Just move around.
They're going to move around, they're going to bounce. So we're going to have to make sure there's nothing heavy that's going to hit against him in there. And we're going to need maybe zips on those pockets to make sure the stuff doesn't fly out when it moves. Yeah?
For the children, it's been a busy afternoon, but their hard work has put them back in the running for the Beat the Boss trophy.
I think the children are going to win it.
Do we think they're scared of us? Yes, of course. They better be scared of us.
With the designs done and dusted, the products can now be made. This job falls to factory manager Mark.
I see the adult one as, I think it looks good. I think it'll work. The kids' designs, I think it's a cracking idea. I like it. I like the look. I like it's bright, it's cheerful. You could tell it's been designed by children. For children.
The sun is shining on the Beat the Boss HQ. The products are complete and our teams are about to find out which one of them has bagged the Beat the Boss trophy. It's Judgment Day.
The adults will be feeling petrified.
I am feeling very apprehensive.
If they lose, they're never going to be taken seriously. All their employees are just going to leave and go, right, we're not working for you.
If we lose, I'm going to get so much stick from my friends.
We are going to win. There is no ifs or buts about it. We're going to win.
To be quite blunt about it, I don't like losing, so if those kids have beaten us by any chance, there'll be hell to pay. They'll have to put up with me.
Now, for the very first time, you're going to see your designs as fully made products.
That's brilliant. Excellent. That net really does work well at the back, doesn't it?
Yeah, let's get the gear in there.
Yeah.
So what do you think of it?
Really, really thrilled with it, and I'm sorry, kids, but you've got no chance. We're going to win.
I'd never be seen in anything so unfashionable. I'd be bullied.
Do you think your product can beat that?
Yeah.
No
Easily.
chance.
Well, here you go.
Stanley!
Oh, look at that.
Oh, whoa.
It's good.
Wicked. Awesome. Kids would want it.
One of the things we had to do was make it so you could carry all the things which you need to walk the dog. Their bag carries a drinks bottle and a frisbee.
That's what you think of your products, but what did your target market think of them? Take a seat and we'll find out.
You're going down.
Oh, yeah.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Testing the products are 25 children aged 8 to 12. First up, the Bright Sparks product, Razzmatazz.
Oh, that looks sick.
Dude.
Razzmatazz. It's got a fluorescent thing, so you can always see where your dog is if it becomes dark.
I'll probably buy this for my dog because it's very useful.
We like him.
And easier than putting it all in your coat.
I like that it's pink and then it's quite girly.
It's a bit girly for me.
You can carry lots of things in it and you don't have to carry it as well. As you've got lots of pockets of different sizes. You've got big ones and small ones.
You
can pack everything you need in it, and it's very spacious.
It fell off our dog a little bit when we were trying it out.
It falls off.
Oh,
the dogs like it.
I think it would actually be better for a big dog.
Looks sort of like you're dressing up your dog a little bit.
But what did the judges think of the Big Shots product, Barks?
Rubbish.
You can fit a frisbee in it.
What's better, like, here?
Plus you can like put your iPod or something in there.
She's sort of old, you know, like her.
She's not
She's like an adult, so that doesn't count. Some didn't even know how to put it on.
Until I found out that it was going across your chest, it was really hard to put on, and even then, I couldn't quite get it the right way up. It took at least 5 times before I managed to get it on correctly.
That's how thick the adults are.
If you want to drink water or something, this would be good to like take out.
No, I personally wouldn't buy this product.
Yes.
What would make me want to buy it more is if they did a range of colours.
I'd buy this because it's got everything you need to walk your dog.
According to our 25 judges, the team who's designed the perfect pooch pack for the children's market and the winner of the Beat the Boss trophy winning by 18 votes to 7 is the Big Shots. Congratulations.
Oh no.
Well done.
Oh, never mind.
Well done.
Well done.
Nice one.
Well done.
But I'd rather go home on a bus than a limo any day.
I was a bit shocked that we won by such a vast majority.
It was absolutely shocking.
They'd have been stood out the top of that window now, whooping and shouting losers at us.
I think the important thing here is just that they remember just to pick themselves up, dust themselves off and try again.
All of you that are in that limo now will know next time. Oh yes, we will. Watch yourself.